In this video we are going to create an expert advisor for the Stochastic Indicator. This is the Stochastic Oscillator. You see two lines and they are creating buy or sell signals. Whenever we see a crossover below the dotted line here, that would be a buy signal, and when the two lines cross above the upper dotted line, that would be a sell signal. Now, how can we create an expert advisor using the Stochastic Oscillator in MQL5? To do that, please click the little button here or press F4 on your keyboard. And now you should see the Metaeditor window, and here we want to click on File, New, Expert Advisor from Template, Continue. I will call this file CheckEntry_stochastic. Click on Continue, Continue, and Finish. And now you can remove everything above the OnTick function and the two command lines here. Basically, the OnTick function is called whenever we have a price change on the chart, but we are going to return the entry signal to our main module. In my case, this main module is the Forex Trading Framework. It's a collection of functions to open and handle trades. You can also use your own main module. In my case, I'm going to include the CheckEntry_stochastic.mq5 file that we are creating here. And I use a function called CheckEntry to get the entry signal. So let's call our function string CheckEntry, because it will deliver a string. That string will have the name signal. Right now we don't assign a value because we need to calculate that later on. We also need two arrays, a K array and a D array. Both arrays are double arrays, so they can hold floating type values. And we sort the arrays by using ArraySetASeries from the current candle downwards. And after that we create a stochastic definition by using the iStochastic function. The first parameter is for the chart we use. The second one for the period we have selected on the chart. Now, what are these values 533 and mode SMA here? Let's click on Insert, Indicators, Oscillators, Stochastic Oscillator. And here you will see that the K period is 5, the D period is 3. We have a slowing value, the method is simple, and the value for the price field is low and high, and that's what we are using here. K period, D period, slowing, mode for simple moving average, and the low-high value for the price field. Okay, let's fill the array with price data. That is done by using copy buffer. The K array uses buffer 0, the D array uses buffer 1, and we want to fill our arrays for 3 candles, starting at candle 0, that's the current candle that is built on the chart. And now that we have done that, we can calculate the value for the current candle by looking at candle 0 for the K array. And we will assign that value to K value 0. And afterwards we look at candle 0 in the D array and assign the result to D value 0. Now we have the values for candle 0, and we do the same for candle 1, because whenever we have a crossover here, we need the values for candle 0 and candle 1. Let's do that for a buy signal. If the K value 0 is below 20 and the D value 0 is below 20, that would be the case when both values are below the dotted line here. We check if the K value 0 is now bigger than the D value 0, and if the K value 1 was below the D value 1. If this statement is true, we have a crossover below the lower dotted line, and now we want to assign the word buy to our signal. In the other case, if both values are above 80, that's the upper dotted line here, we check if the K value 0 is now below the D value 0, and if the K value 1 was above the D value 1. That would also be a crossover above the upper dotted line. And now we assign the word sell to our signal. The last thing we need to do is to use the return function to return our signal to the main module. Let's save the entry file here. Now I need to include the new file in my main module and recompile the code. That worked without any errors or warnings. And in that case, I can click on a little button here or press F4 to go back to MetaTrader. And in MetaTrader, I click on View, Strategy Tester, or press Ctrl and R. Now the Strategy Tester comes up. I select my main module, that's the Forex Trading Framework in my case, enable the visualization mode, and start a new test. And here is our little expert advisor at work. Let's speed it up. And now you know how to create an entry module for the Stochastic Indicator, and you have coded it yourself with a few lines of MQL5 code.